I am your host, Gary Puckett, and today my guest is your new superintendent, Daryl Yater. Well, Daryl, it's a pleasure to welcome you to SuperChat.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
Your school district has been through a number of changes this year, including the retirement of your previous superintendent. What can you tell our listeners about the transition and where you are right now, especially as you begin a new academic year?
The first thing I'd like to acknowledge is the retirement of Mr. Bowling and acknowledge everything that Todd did as superintendent to move the district forward during his tenure. And we really appreciate everything that he was able to do for our district and for the kids. Once he announced that retirement in June, the Board of Education began a search process. They entered into an agreement with Hamilton County Educational Service Center, who helped lead that search with them. And they went through a process of collecting applications from interested applicants, going through an interview process. And then on July 19th, they did make their decision and approved me as the superintendent for moving forward as a district. We have an amazing administrative team that has been focused when Mr. Bowling was here, through the transition, and now on making sure that we are starting the year strong and that we maintain continuity of instruction, continuity of focus and priorities. And we've been continuing to collaborate around how do we transition from last year to next year in the most efficient and effective way to serve our kids and our community the best. And that continuity is really important for our staff and our kids and our community to know that we're on the right path and we will continue moving forward. It doesn't mean that we are maintaining status quo, but it means that we are continuing on the trajectory we're on, continuing to make improvements by leaps and bounds as we continue to move forward through a collaborative process. But we are ending last year strong and beginning this year on an equal strong footing.
Understood. That's wonderful news. You know, I think it's also very fitting to remind our listeners that you are not new to Northwest Local. You have been with Northwest Local School District for many years, actually. Just how long have you been with the district, and can you share any of the experiences you've had?
Absolutely. I've been with the district for over 20 years. This is actually the third district I worked in as a teacher. I came here as a middle school language arts teacher at White Oak Middle. When I came to the district, I absolutely fell in love with it. And I've never wanted to be anywhere else but Northwest. And I taught for multiple years at White Oak. And it culminated in a pretty big award that I was very proud to receive, National Milk and Educator of the Year Award. And that opened up opportunities for me to kind of branch out from the classroom to the curriculum office and start working in a leadership position with curriculum. And from that, an opportunity to work at a building level and help lead a building through a building administration, and then moving into the special education department at the district level and helping run that department. So over the more than 20 years I've been in the district, I've been able to see the district through multiple lenses, multiple experiences, and really have kind of been able to see everything from a bird's eye view down into the weeds. It is a complete honor and very humbling to be able to now sit in the seat that is leading the district, not only a district that I've been in for this long, but a district that I love and with people that I care about. One of the reasons that I have stayed in Northwest for so long is because when I came here, it became a family. You know, at White Oak, it was a very family atmosphere. I had amazing relationships with kids and staff. This school district and this community really are unique, and our schools have that family feel. They are connected to their community. And I tell new teachers all the time when they come to the district that I hope they find what I did, because they will be here until they retire. So the fact that I now get to lead a district that I fell in love with more than 20 years ago and continue to work in, love, and care about is an amazing honor.
I can appreciate your position because you found what you loved when you first came to the district. That's obvious. Well, as the new superintendent, can you share with our listeners perhaps some insight into the vision you have for the upcoming school year?
We will continue to make sure that kids are the first priority of everything that we do. we are here for them. And so our focus will be to continue to strategize around implementing our strategic plan, making sure that we keep student achievement and academics at the forefront of what we do, while also wrapping around students with social emotional learning and making sure that we're not only teaching them, but we're preparing them to learn before we engage in the instruction, that we continue to make sure that we have a focus on student equity and diversity to make sure that every kid and family feel like they are not only supported but belong and are welcomed in our district, that every kid has what they need, when they need it, how they need it in order to best achieve their success and meet their potential, that we continue to focus on the financial stability of our district and make sure that we can actually finish everything that we start. And all of that starts with a culture of trust where we continue to collaborate and communicate and get feedback about what we're doing and how we're doing so we can be the best version of ourselves for the kids and families we serve. So we will continue to focus on that as we begin to reopen and welcome multitudes of kids and families back into our building who may not have been there for a while. And so our focus this year will be re-engage with all of our families, our students, and our stakeholders to make sure that we are listening to and responsive to the needs of all of our stakeholders.
Well, Daryl, this has been a good first conversation since you've taken on the superintendent's position. Congratulations to you. I'm sure it is in good hands. I look forward to having more chats with you as time goes on, and I wish you every bit of success in this first year. I'm sure with your commitment and your love of the district, it's in definitely good hands to be carried forward to that next step. You know, it takes a little time to settle into any new position, whether it's in education or otherwise. You have many people wishing you the very best of success, and I just want to thank you for joining me today here on SuperChat.
Thanks. I appreciate the opportunity and look forward to the additional conversations that we'll have over the coming years and continue to communicate and strengthen the partnerships and expand the partnerships we have to make sure that we are supporting our kids and families the best way we possibly can.